Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, kindly subscribe and join the family. And if you're an old subscriber, thank you so much for supporting my channel and thank you for watching my video and also sharing my video. So on today's episode, we are going to be learning how to draft a bustier pattern. Okay, we're going to be drafting the front and the back pattern of a bustier, and I'm also going to be showing you how you can reduce the bulge on the back of your dress. Okay, so just stay tuned. If this is what you would like to learn, stay tuned to the end and watch. Okay, so we're going to begin this video, and I also want to let you know that you can to achieve all these dresses, you can use a bustier pattern to achieve all these beautiful dresses. Okay, so it's something that when you learn, you can always use it, modify it to achieve your peplon and all of that. Okay, so we're going to get right into the video. Ensure you have your pattern paper, your ruler, your pencil, and your scissors and your tape rule, of course. So I've gone ahead to impute my starting line like so, and just go ahead and also impute yours. I've imputed my starting point where I'm going to be beginning the video, and these are the measurements you're going to be using: our shoulder, bust point, under bust, waistline, nipple to nipple, round bust, and round waist. Okay, so just go ahead and insert. Make sure you've also done your measurements. So first of all, I'm going to be inserting all our vertical measurements. Okay, all our vertical measurements. We're going to be imputing our bust point, which is 10 inches, and just like you see me do. And I'm also going to impute, just rule a line straight down. I did it on both sides, so I will be able to get a straight line. Okay, then next I'm going to impute my under bust. My under bust measurement is 13 inches. I'm going to impute my under bust, and I'm going to impute my length. So the length for this dress is 17 inches. You can go ahead and impute yours as well. Okay, so I'm marking on both other sides so that I will have an accurate straight line by the time I'm ruling it. All right, so go ahead and rule a straight line just like you see me do. Okay, that's our under bust and that's our waistline. Okay, so I'll go ahead and label. That's our bust point, like I said earlier. That's our under bust and that's our waistline measurement. Okay, so now I'm going to be going into our armhole. So for our armhole, just like we did in our last video, is round bust divided by 6. Then you add 1.5 inches. Okay. By the time I did mine, I marked it. It was 7 inches. So I imputed 7 inches at the end, and I also did it at the center. And then again, another method that you can use for this is to go up from your bust inches by from your bust point by 2 inches. Okay, you can use that method if that works, that's the one you want. But for this tutorial, I'm going to be using the normal bust divide by 6 plus 1.5. So I'll go ahead and label this as our chest line. Okay, then so I'm going to be imputing my shoulder measurements so I don't forget. I'll impute my shoulder measurement, and I'll also impute it on my chest line because I want to have a straight and accurate line by the time I roll straight down. Okay, so I'm going to be imputing my neck measurements. For this tutorial, I'm going to be using 3 inches by 4 inches for my shoulder depth. Okay, you can go ahead and use any neckline you want. If you want a v-neck, if you want a round neck, or if you want a sweetheart neck, whichever neck you want, you can always insert it. Okay, but for this tutorial, I'm just going to go by 3 inches then 4 inches down. Okay, so at this point we're going to be taking the center of this. We'll ensure we get the center of our to get our armhole depth. But before that, let me not forget to impute my shoulder slope. Okay, so just go down by 0.5 inch and insert and draw your shoulder slope so we don't forget. And then after getting the midpoint, I'm going in out by 0.5 inch because I want to be able to get that curve at the armhole. Okay, you can go 0.7 inches, whatever works for you, whatever you like, but I'm going to be going by 0.5 inches. So at this point I'm imputing my round bust measurements because I'm going to be connecting it to get that my armhole curve. Okay, so go ahead and impute your round bust measurements. Okay, then connect the 3 lines, the 3 dots, just like you see me do in the video. Okay, I hope this is clear for you to see. So we're going to be imputing our nipple to nipple measurement. Don't forget that our nipple to nipple measurement is 7 inches. Okay, so 7 inches divided by 2 will give us 3.5. So I'm going to be imputing my 3.5 on my bust point, on my under bust, and also my waist line. Okay, and I'm going to be drawing a straight line to connect it. All right. I hope you can see clearly what I'm doing. So after connecting, I'm basically going to be at my center front. That's my center front. I'm going to be going, that's my side front. Yeah. So at my center front, I'm going to be taking this breeze. Sorry about that. So our center front, I'm going to be going in by 0.5 inches. Okay. Then at the side front, the side facing the side front, I'll go by 1.5 inches. Okay, this is basically just to give that curvy look for the bust. Okay, to give our bust a curvy look. Okay, but if you're on a bustier side, you can decide to do 2 inch. So just connect. I'm going to be connecting it just like you see me do. Notice that I did not extend it to my bust point. It only stops at my under bust. So at my bust point area, I'm going to go down by 1 inches. Okay, I'm going to go down by 1 inches and I'm going to now connect it to my darts, just like I'm doing. Okay, just look at what I'm doing and just follow suit. All right, so just connect it with a beautiful curve like so. Okay, you can see that our dress is forming already. So at our armhole, we're going to divide our armhole by 2 and get the midpoint. So just go ahead and divide and get your total of your armhole, just like you see me doing. Then you now get the midpoint. Okay, after getting the midpoint, you measure it out and mark it. All right, just mark it there, just like I'm doing. Then at the bust point area, I'm going to be going up by 0.5 inches. Okay, why I'm doing that is actually to give room for the bust to sit properly. All right, I'm doing this to give room for the bust to sit properly. So that's now I'm going to be connecting that armhole that we got. I'm going to be connecting it now down, all the way down to that half inch that I took up. Okay, so just connect it just like you see me do. You can see that our cup is coming out really beautiful. So at this point now, we are going to be going ahead to take half inch on both sides. At this point, I'm going to be taking half 0.5 inch, that's 0.5 inch on both sides. Then I'm going to be connecting it down again to that point that we marked up on the bust area. Okay, so just go ahead and just do what you see me do. Yeah, just connect it like so. Okay, to get a beautiful curve, just connect it, make sure that it's straight. You can see how beautiful our cup is coming out from. So if you observe, we took half inch on both sides, that is 1 inch. So I'm going to be replacing that 1 inch, okay, on this line. Okay, I'm going to replacing that 1 inch, okay, that we took, and I'm going to extend it upwards. Then at my chest line measurement, I'm also going to add 1 inch so that I will connect the new armhole to it. Okay, so I'm going to connect the two lines. So now this is going to be our new armhole. We are no longer going to be using the old armhole. Okay, so these are basically going to be our new armhole for this dress. You can see that our cup has formed beautifully. All right, so now I'm going to be inserting our measurements around waist. We're going to be inputting all our horizontal measurements. We're going to also input that 2 inches that we took. We'll replace that 2 inches, and we'll also give 1 inches, 1.5 inches that allowance. Okay, so I'm going to be connecting it all the way down. So one beautiful thing about learning the bustier pattern is, just like I said in the beginning of this video, it can be modified to make your peplon, your nice dresses and all. Okay, so that's basically all for this front pattern. Okay, so I'm going to be cutting out, and just watch me cut out, and also be careful so you don't cut out the part you actually really need, because it can be tricky sometimes. Okay, it happens to me too. You go and now cut where you need, so just cut slowly, be careful, and cut gently. Okay, so at this point, if you've learned one or two, kindly subscribe to my channel and support my channel. Also like, share my videos, okay, and also turn on your notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. All right, for my subscribers already, thank you so much for subscribing and liking my videos. I appreciate. Okay, so that's basically it, and this is what it looks like. I hope yours looks like this by the time you're done. So for the back pattern, this is the back pattern. So I've gone ahead to impute all our measurements, our chest line, our bust point, our under bust, our half length, just like we did in our front pattern. Okay, because I don't want this video to be too long, so that's why I just went ahead to impute all of this just the way we imputed in the front pattern. And I also left 1.5 inches for our zip allowance. Okay, so I've also gone ahead to done our slope, and I've gone ahead to impute um our armhole line. Okay, so this is the back pattern. All right, so for the back pattern, there's no there's no much work like the front pattern. Okay, so I'm just going to be imputing my round bust measurements. So just include your round bust measurement at your chest line, then connect it to your shoulder slope. Okay, so for this we don't really necessarily need to be getting our center midpoint for this. Okay, so just go ahead and curve it straight to your arm, to your shoulder slope. Okay, so then include you're going to be including our half length measurement. Okay, so go ahead and include your half length measurements. So I'm going to be including 1 inch for my dart at my waistline, and I'm also going to be including another 1 inch for allowance. Okay, so just go ahead and connect it all the way down. Okay, so your chest line, that's your round bust, then your waist, just connect it straight down just like I did here. All right, so for the back pattern, remember our nipple to nipple is 7 divided by 2, which is going to give us 3.5. But for this back pattern, I'm going to be using 4 inches instead. Okay, I'm going to be using 4 inches because by the time I take out half an inch and half an inch on both sides, it's going to come back to 3.5 inches. Okay, I do this because it works for me perfectly. I've tried it and it worked perfectly, and I'm certain if you also try it as well, you will also like it. So at my bust point, I'm going up by 1 inch. Okay, then I'm going to be connecting it straight down. Don't forget that I marked 4 inches for my dart. So now I'm taking out half an inch. Okay, on both sides, half an inch on both sides at my waist line measurement, and I'm going to be connecting it straight down to my bust point where I marked 1 inch upwards. Okay, so just go ahead and do like so. So by the time I measure, you remember by the time I measure it, it will now go back to 3.5 inches. Okay, which is our actual nipple to nipple measurements. So this is basically for the back pattern. The back pattern is not so hard. This is just for the back pattern. Okay, so let's include our neck measurement. So for the neck, I'm going to just be doing 3 by 2 inches. Okay, I'm going to be doing 3 by 2 inches for the back, for the neck, back the neck. Yes, I didn't want to curve it so it doesn't curve our zipper allowance. Okay, so this is it for the back pattern. Okay, so and then again for um if you want to, if the dress you want to make is a little bit higher than the waistline, at this point you can also add, if you want it to go down a bit, you can also add, probably is 1 inch or 2 inches, you can add that now. Then for our bulge, to eliminate our bulge, zipper bulge, I'm going to be taking 0.5 inch from the waistline. Okay, down like you see me do. So just mark 0.5 inch and slant your hand. Okay, just like if you notice, I didn't straighten the ruler, I slanted it. So just give it a slanted line all the way down. So just half inch, then you slant it. Okay, so by the time you cut it out, you cut out that slanted 0.5 inch. All right, and by the time you sew and you join your zip, you realize that that bulge will no longer be there. Okay, so that's basically all for this back pattern tutorial. Okay, so and then again, if you can decide to also close your waist dart if you want to, at this point you can decide to close our waist down. So you can refer to my previous video of our basic bodies on how you can close your waist. That okay, so just go ahead and cut out just like you see me do. All right. Yeah, cut it out like this. So this is basically all for this pattern. Okay, so thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys for watching to the end. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to like, share my video, and also turn on your notification bell. Okay, thank you so much and see you in my next video. Okay, bye.